All right, today is November 7, 2019. This is the meeting of the Kubernetes Storage Special Interest Group. As a reminder, this meeting is public, recorded, and posted on YouTube. So today, unfortunately, I have some sad news to share. As many of you probably already know, co-chair Brad Childs passed away about a week and a half ago. So very tragic news, big loss for the group, for all of us. We're going to take some time during this meeting to record a short video memorial. So if anybody has any words to say, please save that for the end, and we'll do that. That video memorial will be shared with Brad's family, as well as displayed at KubeCon. And if you want to record video on your own, there's information about how to do that and other memorial information I'll share later. We're going to go through the planning session really quickly, go over the spreadsheet as usual, and then we'll get to that afterwards. Any questions, concerns with the agenda? Okay, so let's jump into the planning spreadsheet and get some status updates. So first item here is CSI migration to beta. Are either David, Chang, or Deep on the line to give a status update here? Okay, we'll leave that for this time and get an update next time. Next item is CSI online offline resizing. Anyone on the line able to give an update on that?
Yeah, Hemant should be joining in the middle of this call. He gave me a couple of updates to relay until he does.
Sure.
CSI resizing, he has a fix for the read-write block devices. He has a PR updated, which I'm getting in the comments, and he's looking for a review on it.
Cool. So in progress, PR is out. Thank you.
Where's the link to that PR? On the spreadsheet somewhere?
I don't think there is a link yet. Can someone post a link here on status update for 11.7?
I just attempted to.
Okay. So hopefully that will show up shortly. Next item is the CSI Mount Library. Is Travis on the line by any chance? And I think Michelle is not able to join us, so we'll skip this one and get an update next time. Next item is the CSI node proxy, or the CSI storage proxy for Windows. Deep was making good progress on it, but it looks like he wasn't able to join us today. So we're going to skip the status update for that. Snapshots to beta. I know Sean and Xing have been working very hard on this. Sean or Xing, one of you want to give an update on this?
Yeah, it looks Shane's not around. So yeah, everything's at the very last stage. The core PR is out, pending on the split controller PR. I'm putting final comments on the splitting controller for the first version. I look forward to checking the split control code and the code within this week. And that's the reason why I need Saad help to. After Michelle did the LG2M on the core one, you go ahead and help us approve it so that we can go back and refine any changes in the split controller. At this moment, the end-to-end test covers only simple cases. I'm looking to add more end-to-end tests. Especially, I would like to add a real cloud provider, a cloud storage provider test case like PD. into the snapshot testing. And this will happen after core merge happen.
Okay.
We are still on track, so it should be on beta for 1.17.
Cool. And have any of the PRs merged for either the sidecar controller or the core controller?
The external provisioner is merged. The sidecar controller is under, Sheen's working on some final review comments.
Okay.
And the core one is pending on the split controller so that we have an image to that test.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Thank you, Sean, for the update.
No worries. And there's a dark PR that needs to be merged, I think, by the end of next month, this month. So we'll be working on that as well. All right.
Cool. Next item is CSI improve handling from recovery and timeout errors. I'm not sure if Hemant was able to join to give a status update on that.
Yeah, I've got an update
Sure.
recorded for this one as well. He has a PR open. It's currently being reviewed by Yan and Jingzhu, and I'll get that PR in the document as well.
Perfect. Thank you, Christian. And then next item is per node volume attach limits, CSI and entry. Fabio and Jan were working on that. Any updates on this?
Fabio is not here, but I believe he has a PR open.
So sorry, what was the status of the PR, Jan? It sounds like the PR is there. It just needs to be reviewed.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. And then maybe if you could post a link to the PR as well, that would be wonderful.
Sure.
Next item is block volume changes. Last status update here was the entry stuff looked good. Fixing end-to-end test for reconstruction. And for CSI raw block, there were more issues. So anybody want to give a status update on that?
Yes, I have a PR for entry to flip the feature gate to GA because all the work has been done. And for the CSI, Masaki has a huge PR to rework the driver internals. I hope it gets merged this quarter so it can stay in beta the next one and we catch more issues there.
So I thought we wanted to keep both the entry and CSI both in beta until next quarter. Are you saying that we're going to move the entry to GA this quarter and then keep CSI in beta?
There is nothing that blocks the entry.
I think the only reason I would not want to do that is it kind of leads to confusion. I think for people who are not well versed in the Kubernetes internals, when they hear that a feature is GA, they kind of expect it to be GA everywhere now, especially with CSI being GA. And so I would prefer to kind of move everything along together. And so when we say block, raw block is GA, we don't have to say, explain that and say, oh, it's GA for entry, but not for out of tree or something like that. What do you think?
Well, I understand this concern, but I'm not sure what we did historically for all the volume plugins. They graduated the features their own pace.
Right. Especially before CSI GA, we were completely independent. But now that CSI is GA'd, I think for the features that we do have going in, we should kind of block until CSI functionality gets there. That way we can just make one big official announcement to say, hey, Roblox is GA, it's available, it works everywhere, there's no asterisks, it's just, here it is. We need to do one big marketing push, one big, Kubernetes IO blog post. What do other folks think on the call? Okay, we can continue to discuss offline if you want to talk about this more.
Yes.
Okay. All right, thanks, John. Next item is new design for volume permissions and all the related items here. So we're gonna drop these items for the quarter. And I don't believe Deep has had a chance to work on file permissions for Windows. Next item is volume expansion for stateful set. Any updates from anyone on that? Okay, so we're just going to mark that as no updates. And then the next item is CSI read-only stuff. I haven't had a chance to sync up with John on this, or any of the other items that he's currently committed to. So we'll leave that status same as last time. Oops. Okay, next item is the CSI spec changes. These were completed last time, so no status update needed. CSI topology GA. Jan, can you give an update on that maybe?
I don't remember the part. Yeah, Michelle, she has the API changes merged, and she has just the PR that flips the feature. I think that's open. Or am I wrong?
Let's see, last time API changes were under review. Document had no concerns, should be ready soon. That sounds...
Yeah. Okay, Michelle is not here. Okay, so as far as I remember, it's almost done, just the feature is.
Okay.
Just the feature is missing.
Almost done. Cool, thanks, Sean. Next item is the CSI driver API. Jan, do you happen to know if there were any updates to that?
No changes. This is going to slip to the next release.
Okay.
I actually have an update for that. I have
Oh,
a
okay.
PR open to move the API to GA, and I'm working on an end-to-end test with him and on it.
Nice.
Okay, I will look at it.
I'm having an issue with one of the end-to-end tests, working on that, hope to get it in soon.
Cool.
And there's also an ongoing discussion about whether volume lifecycle should be dropped or not.
Got it. And sorry, what was that last issue you mentioned?
There's a discussion about whether or not volume lifecycle should be dropped from the API.
Okay.
And I can get both of those in the comment as well.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Christian. Next item is improving CSI metrics. This is on me. I have no updates on this. I haven't started working on it yet. The plan here is to update the CSI sidecars to emit Prometheus metrics, and then those can be piped to wherever we need it. But I have not yet started work on that. Next item is issue related to assuming volumes are mount points. I don't believe we have updates on this. And then the subsequent items are being worked on by John, so we need to follow up with John on his commitments for this release and see how far along he is. I haven't seen any progress here, so I don't think there's any updates. Next item is CSI volume health. Is Xing on the line by any chance?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so we had a review meeting for the house, got some feedback. So we updated the cap on the CSI section, also use cases. We're still looking at how to come up with some common error codes.
Cool, thank you, Xing.
Thanks.
And then volume group API, any updates on that?
Okay, so about spreading, we don't have a cap for working group, but we do have a cap for storage pools. So yes, it's related to this using working group for spreading. So we'd like to discuss about that at face-to-face.
Okay.
I think my headset didn't work earlier. So for the snapshot, there's actually a doc PR out for review.
Okay. Oh, okay, nice. Let me fix that. Snapshot. Nice. All right, thank you, Xing.
Thanks.
And then for data populators, we're going to need to follow up with John. The rest of these items we have no owner for. These are out of tree CSI drivers. They're kind of generic CSI drivers for NFS, for iSCSI, and so on. We're looking for owners, so if anybody on the call is interested in contributing, this is a good place to jump in. If you're interested, reach out to me or Michelle, and we can point you in the right direction. Next item is execution hooks for application snapshot. So it looks like the last status update here was Adnan from SIG Apps was interested in working on it, but it was too late for the 117 feature freeze. But that would be okay since it was all out of tree work anyway. Any updates on that from anyone?
I think it's still the same. I don't know if he has started working on it, but he's definitely interested.
This is Nolan. I don't think he's on the call, but I know he's planning on tackling this after KubeCon.
Okay. Thank you for the update, Nolan.
Is there any link I can take a quick look at about this item? I would really be interested in.
Yeah, I will send it to you. Yeah, we have a cap merged.
All right, thank you.
POC work. Yeah.
All right. That is all for status updates. Thank you, everyone. Going back to the agenda, I'm going to jump to the miscellaneous announcements before we do the video memorial. Miscellaneous announcements, we do have a face-to-face meeting at KubeCon North America. It's going to be on Monday, November 18, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have the whole day. It's going to be at the venue right next to the official KubeCon conference space. It's going to be in the same hotel as the Contributor Summit. If you are interested in attending, please see this link document, and there were instructions sent out to the SIG Storage mailing list as well about how to register. And that is all. So hope to see as many of you there as possible. And then finally, we'd like to do a video memorial for Brad. So there's the idea came from a meeting with the CNCF folks on how we can kind of remember Brad and, you know, what he meant to us and things like that. So the idea was, let's put together short video clips, maybe 30 seconds or so, from different people who knew him or worked with him about, you know, what Brad meant to them. And we could share that video with Brad's family. And then at KubeCon, they wanted to take some time out during one of the keynotes to kind of remember Brad, and it could be part of a video montage that would be played on stage. So if you're interested in participating in that, we can take some time now. If you want to turn on your camera and say something, we can have that go into the recording for today's meeting, and they can use that clip. If you are not comfortable talking now, we could also, there are other options. You could record something in private and share it directly with Chris. The details about that are here. And another option would be at KubeCon on the first day during lunchtime, there will be a video booth set up where you can also record a message. And if you prefer to write something instead, there's a Google Doc where you can add your thoughts, and those are also going to be shared with his family and are going up on a memorial page that the CNCF has set up. You can feel free to send a PR to the memorial page or just add it to this Google Doc, and it'll all be captured there. Does anybody want to say any words? Okay. And I understand this is a very delicate topic, so not everyone's comfortable speaking in front of everyone. And as I said before, if you want to, please feel free to send a video directly to Chris in private, or add a message to the memorial page, and we'll share that with Brad's family. I'm sure they're going to appreciate it, and that is all. Well, if there's nothing else, we'll end early today and give you 30 minutes back in your day.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.